Good evening, Esme.
Kevin, thank you so much for letting me stop by on such short notice.
Well, I only have a few minutes, but how can I help?
I need your insight, Dr. Collins. My future depends on it.
As much as my clients depend on me, I've never been entrusted with anyone's entire future.
I'll admit I'm sometimes prone to exaggeration, but I've read how effective exaggeration technique can be in Gestalt therapy.
Oh, you've studied Gestalt.
On my own. The class I audited at PCU was limited, to say the least, which is actually what brings me here. I've been accepted into PCU for the fall.
Congratulations. I'm glad you found a direction.
Oh, I have. Psychology is my passion.
Well, the undergrad psych program at PCU is highly touted and notoriously difficult to get into.
Oh, don't I know it. The program requires an entirely different application process, including an amateur case study.
And you're hoping I can help you choose a topic?
Actually, I've already selected my topic. I just need background.
If I have any expertise to lend, I'm happy to help.
As it so happens, you're the foremost expert on the subject. My case study is on Ryan Chamberlain. I'm hoping that an essay examining Ryan's adult attachment style and interpersonal trauma will be enough to wow the psych program's admissions panel.
Well, that certainly sounds compelling.
I'm glad you think so.
But I'm afraid you'll have to write your admissions essay without any help from me.
But how can I do that when you denied me access to Ryan in Spring Ridge? Besides the man himself, you know Ryan's history best.
Esme, do you understand why I had you barred?
To teach me a lesson. I defied you, for which I have apologized.
It wasn't punitive, Esme. It's because proximity to my brother isn't healthy.
Well, let's be honest. If I were anyone else...
And it isn't personal, Esme.
Isn't it?
I know what my brother is capable of. My decision was purely professional.
And I respected your professional opinion, but your brother is a legitimate subject for psychological study. If I were one of your students, you would at least share what you know. So if this isn't personal, why deny me the same benefit?
If you're going to use the exaggeration technique, you're better off using it on someone who doesn't know what you're up to. But since I am, as you put it, the world's foremost expert on my brother, you're really better off finding a different case to study.
It's too late. I've already selected my topic and the deadline is next week. And I really only have one question.
Just one.
Well, it's the only thing I couldn't find in the rather extensive material I found.
What is it?
Would you describe Ryan's attachment style as avoidant or anxious?
Neither. He's a psychopath.
I know his clinical diagnosis, but surely you can't tell me that Ryan never formed a sincere attachment as an adult.
To whom?
Well, what about you? I mean, you're his twin. You literally have the same DNA. And I've read that identical twins have an almost magical bond.
Magical? Like when he drugged me and held me in a mental institution for months.
In all fairness, Kevin, weren't you doing the same thing to him?
Esme, if you can't appreciate the difference between keeping a psychopathic killer under lock and key for the sake of public safety and him falsely imprisoning me in order to take over my life and go on a killing spree, then maybe psychology isn't for you. Now, I really am out of time. I have to get to dinner.
Wait, Dr. Collins, please. Has Ryan ever formed a sincere attachment with another human being? And if he hasn't, is his detachment hereditary?
Do you want to know this because of your case study or for some other reason?
Very perceptive, Dr. Collins. You got me.